Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Super 66.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Super 1, Super 1. Louis.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Tackle made that time by Michael Johnson.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield,
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now here's Ross. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A handoff to Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Well, Charles, help me break down the Rams here as we get to the home stretch of the season, because they still have one of the best records in the NFL. But after that wild Monday night win over KC on November 19th, haven't looked as sharp.
And sometimes when you have a streak that they carry around and they're playing at such a high level offensively, any dip looks like the worst dip in the world, but they have had their struggles. Quarterback Jared Goff, his quarterback rating at Chicago, and then again against Philadelphia in Week 15, definitely took a hit. They have not been the team we have seen before, And teams have figured out a little bit of a formula to make it harder on them offensively. But I wouldn't put it past head coach Sean McVay to get it figured out and get that team back on track. Because once they hit the playoffs, I still think they'll be a team that no one really wants to play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The football switching back over here to the Cincinnati Bengals. This is a team this year that had a promising start. They were 4-1 if you think back to the early portion of the season, but then it really all unraveled. They lost 7 of the next 8. Of course, injuries did not help them this season.
No doubt about that. When you lose your quarterback, Andy Dalton, and your star receiver, A.J. Green, that doesn't make for good offense, let alone overall productivity. But it really unraveled, as you said, the middle portion of the schedule. And when they were losing 7 of 8, it was really defense. Ended up letting their defensive coordinator go. They were giving up nearly 500 yards per game. It just all came apart. And that's a team that I identified in preseason as one that could surprise. The surprise was on me.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. Heads up.
Passing, it's Dalton. He's going to fire one deep over the... This is caught inside the 15. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's Gall, and he fends him off. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Ric Flair.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Out of the gun, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, Get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Go. 180. Five. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Maverick. Two.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Maverick. Cut. 180. Super.
From the gun, here's Goff. And an alley to run. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Back to throw, Goff. He's letting it. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my #1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pick. Pick up there, 26 yards.
There you go, 368.
First and 10 for Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. To the left side here for Eifert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Dalton. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's the fullback. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Hey, we got a second here. Let's go back to Week 15 following the win over Green Bay for Chicago. Happiness rained down on the field. The Bears claiming the NFC North title, but one Bear took his celebration to an extreme. I know you saw this.
Yes, I certainly did. Charles Leno Jr., left tackle for the Chicago Bears, got down on a knee and proposed to his girlfriend, Jennifer. So not only celebrating an NFC North title, but now his proposal accepted by Jennifer, who will now be Mrs. Jennifer Leno Jr.? No Junior.
No Junior. By the way, smart move, because she's not going to say no in front of 60,000 people.
Well, I've seen it happen before. Not pretty, but not in this case.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Woods, the intended receiver.
Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company.
And his throw is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Switch. 52-44. Get ready.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. Keeps himself upright. And able to find Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And Bullock will put this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
That's fielded in the end zone. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Heavy. You move. Side.
Dalton here from the gun. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
To People use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, and the Saints, and now, heck, maybe even the Texans or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two that's just a little bit outside the playoff hunt? Could they get hot and be those teams you don't want to play and carry that momentum all the way to the Super Bowl? Yes, I'm looking at the Indianapolis Colts as one of those teams.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They are going for it. Gone. And this is incomplete. Boy,
Okay, pocket